Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good weekend and everything. So, wonder if you missed me. Anyway, uh, today is going to be a new chapter, chapter 17, 1975, and it's going to be about Lincoln University and finally a real musician. So, I want to give a quick shout out to Jamal from Strange Brew Media Group. Great interview last night. Thank you so much. Got my heart. So we'll just get started with the vlog today. So, of course, Jesse decided that I was going to go to his college where he went to, his alma mater, and that was Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. It's a sleepy little town that seemed to got stuck in 1975 and everything. So Lincoln mostly is an all-black university. I was enrolled there as a music theory and composition major. So I got myself situated in the dorm and everything, and had a roommate who was a very tall, slender black guy. And unfortunately for him, I believe he had a birth defect, which was one of his arms was a little bit shorter than the other, which came out to a point. We really never spoke about it, mostly because I wasn't there that often. I was out doing other stuff. But another reason is because he never took a shower, so I didn't really want to hang out that much around there, with him. It was mandatory at Lincoln University to be enrolled in ROTC, which was an elective there. And ROTC stands for Reserve Officers Training Corps, and it's a group of college and universities have a mandatory and a based officer training program for training commissioned officers of the United States Armed Forces. So, of course, I had to be in uniform and all that kind of stuff during the time I was in class there. Very scary for a rocker, of course. So, while I was in ROTC, I met a bass player named Steve, and he had this really cool van. We would just drive all over the campus, blasting Ronnie Montrose's Bad Motor Scooter. So if you guys remember, that was a great song. One of the things I remember about being in ROTC, that we had a parade that we all had to attend, and we marched through the center of town in full uniform, full garb, which was a fucking nightmare. Actually, just crazy. One of the other fond memories I had was a friend of mine named Michael, and Michael was from Gary, Indiana, and Michael knew Michael Jackson, and he brought a demo of Michael singing back in the day before he got to be famous, and it was hilarious, but really good, but hilarious. And the great thing about Michael, he had a great laugh. It came from his full body, so that was great. There was also a couple not good experiences back then. Back then, it wasn't fashionable to have long hair for black guys, and what I did, I had my hair chemically straightened, so I had long hair. And there was a time where I remember I was sitting in a lunchroom, and a bunch of black girls came up to me and said, "Is that your real hair?" And just started messing with me, and that was just a bad situation. So, second thing was a teacher in my concert choir class. That wasn't very nice, so that was kind of disheartening and not a good thing. And finally, my one of my teachers in my English rhetoric class, her name was Mrs. Savage, and her name definitely held up to her personality. Um, believe me, she was a tough woman, not a nice woman. Interestingly enough, she ended up kind of disappearing about midway through the quarter. It's really suspect how that all happened. But another person I met there was a guy named Roger, and Roger was a bass player, and he was in my English rhetoric class. So one of the assignments we had to create a dissertation, and I thought, that might be kind of interesting. Why don't I just do a song? So decided to do that, do one of my songs, and Roger thought the song was pretty cool, and so he asked me if I wanted to join his band, and I said, nah, I don't know. Let's see. He says his current guitarist was an alcoholic and he wasn't doing the work. And after I found out later, he has a Les Paul recording. So those of you who know about Les Paul recordings, though, that aren't great live guitars. They're more of for studios. And so thought about it. I said, yeah, sure, why not? I'll come in and audition. So I went in and auditioned and with Roger, and it came out really well. But little did I know how that audition was going to change my life. So anyway, that's it for today, folks. Thanks so much for viewing and listening, and have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.